In the previous video, I had created a word search using vocabulary for my earth science course. Now we're going to take it a step further and we're going to create a crossword puzzle. So I have ChatGPT-5 and I have Google Gemini 2.5 Pro open. So let's go ahead first and say, here's what our prompt is going to be to start with. Please use information on the internet to summarize the pedagogical value of using crossword puzzles to reinforce vocabulary words for science education. All right, so we're going to start with that. We could do the same thing, copy and paste this, Control C, we'll go to Google. Do you have to do this? I don't know. Usually you don't, because I'm already, once you get in the sense, if you're an educator and you're using ChatGPT or Gemini for your courses, they'll always kind of have this feeling that this is what you want. This is the type of information you want. So you can see this is coming up, all the rest of it. Look at all that stuff. That's great. This is still working. ChatGPT-5 is still working on it, looking on the internet. I'm going to say, what publications are famous for their crossword puzzles? So this is still working on that one. So we got Gemini's working a little faster. I think still working on that. All right. So we got the New York Times. All right. So New York Times, the New Yorker, Los Angeles Times, Washington Post, all right, Times of London. Okay. So we have this. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to upload information. So we looked at these files yesterday. I have, let's see, same folder. No. Let's go. Where are we at? Word games. All right. Let's go to the other one. This isn't the right one. Word games here. Where am I? Oh, it's not here. Word games. This one. All right. So in this folder, word games, we have our Prentice Hall PowerPoint presentation. That's really excellent on rocks and minerals. We have our Prentice Hall review. It's for New York State Earth Science Regions Review workbook. Has the information on rocks and minerals, and we have the notes that we use in our class. Right, so I don't need to have all these. I could use any one of these, but the more information you give it, seems like the better it'll have it coordinated to what you want. So I'm going to open those three files, and I'm going to say using the information from these three uploaded files, please create a crossword puzzle that I can copy and paste onto an 8 by 11 sheet of paper to hand out to my students in class. Please only use the 20 most important vocabulary words for this puzzle. And now here's the kicker. Do I want it to be complex like the New York Times, or do I want it to be like a 8th grade thing? So let's do, since we have this, please make the puzzle as outstanding as the ones found, the ones that the puzzle in the style, in the same style as the ones that the New York Times are famous for. All right, so let's go ahead, click that, and see what's going on with our ChatGPT. All right, go look at that. Boom. What does the evidence show? All right, this is all great advice. Blah 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 blah. Practice do's don'ts. Okay, great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just keep iterating these questions. We'll go back to this one. Control C. Control V. Bam. Then we're going to come back here. Like that. Control C. All right, this has all been done. Once again, New York Times, there's all these things, same things. Everybody knows the New York Times famous for it. All right, so here we go. We're going to upload our 3 files. Yes, yes, yes. All right, those are uploaded. Control V, we paste that. We wait for these to be, all right, wait for this one to be fully up. All right, and then we pop it. All right, so there we go. So here we go. This is making a crossword puzzle. All right, so there we go. There's our crossword puzzle, right? There's our key. That's nice. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's do PDF. Yes. Please make a PDF. I haven't done this yet. So I talked to my last one. I used to have my students make these, but they would look through the books. They would find the words. They'd have to think about what the definition of the words were. And I told them to try and make some tricky crossword puzzle like clue for where the words were. And then when I gave them a test for the course, we had our tests throughout the semester. I would have a pile of these crossword puzzles. When they finished their tests, they would put the test on one paper, pick up the crossword puzzle, and go back and start working on it. All right, so here we go. Here's a crossword puzzle. All right, this is great. Looks nice. Yeah, looks okay. All right. All right, so now what we're going to do. So here we have this. Get rid of that. That's just a PDF thing. All right, so please use this puzzle to make an interactive computer game that using HTML5 Canvas that I can post on my web page and can be played on mobile devices. All right, so copy that. So this is going to take a while now. So let's go ahead and start with this. Control C, especially because. All right, so now let's do the same thing. All right, here's all this. What do you want to build? All right, let's do it now. Control V, same thing. All right. So we saw this yesterday with the word search. Gemini's was really good. In my video, you didn't see the one that ChatGPT-5 created. The nice thing was Gemini 2.5 Pro, the one it created was like, it was one iteration, right? Here it is coding. It was one iteration, it was perfect. I could just take this, all this HTML5 code, copy, paste it, put it on my website, on a web page, and then I could send people to play it. Done. The one with ChatGPT, you didn't see what it was, but it needed more iterations. It needed to be refined better. It wasn't a one-shot deal like it is with Gemini 2.5 Pro. Not saying that it was a good game. It's just as good. Well, let's just say the Gemini 5 one was a little bit better. Same words, same concept. It's a word search. You pick the things, it crosses off. You can watch the video and see how that plays. So let's see what happens here. Okay, well, here we go. Here's our game. All right, so let's we have preview. Let's do the share. All right, copy it and put it right here. Control V. All right, what do we got here? All right, so here's the puzzles. How do we play this? Oh, there's something. What is that for? Do we put in words? Ah, you see that? So a mineral's tendency is split. So one across is cleavage. All right, so CLEAVAGE. And what do we get? Does it right? I don't know. Oh, check puzzle. All right, so here, look at this. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. I haven't done this before, so I did the word search. I actually did the word search first, and I said, "Wow, this is really cool. I should make a video." I'm like, but because you already did it before, ChatGPT remembers the question. Said, "Oh, should I do it like you did last time?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." But it wasn't like fresh. So this, I never tried to do this anymore. And obviously, I can write better prompts. The point of this video is to show you that any sloppy person who just throws words in there that can complete a sentence can create a game that they could put on the internet and students could play it on their phones. All right, this link, I could send it, and students can click on it and they can play this on their phones. They can complete this. They can check the puzzle. Let's see what's a check puzzle. What does that do? Check puzzle. You got to complete it first, okay? So you got to complete everything, and then you check your puzzle. This isn't really a great crossword puzzle here because it's not hooked up to everything else. So there's a couple on here. So this needs to be refined a little bit, but it's fine just the way it is. What is 13 across? Let's see what 13 across is. The color of a mineral's powder is streak. No, what happened there? STREAK. Streak. All right, so that's a streak test. All right, so I would refine this. I mean, this is cool the way it is, but I would refine this so that it was a better crossword puzzle. But I think for all practical purposes, I could put this on the internet right now and have people complete it. It has all these linked together, so you have your letters that are linked in there, and it's just like taking a quiz. You have that's cool too. I didn't see that. Let's see, where's 13 there? All right, see, it just shows you where it is. That's awesome. All right, so let me see. What do we do here? We're still waiting for this guy. All right, so we're still waiting for ChatGPT-5 to cook something out. All right. And there are crossword puzzle creators. When I used to do this back in 2000, my students used to do this. So technically, you can just put in the words and put in the meanings, and it'll generate a crossword puzzle by itself. So I could have done a little more research into that, and said make it like this game, like the one that's on the internet. But you could do that. You can go as far as you want. I'm going to stop this here, and then we'll come back and I'll show you this when it's done. All right, so here we go. All I have to do is click on this link. It has all the instructions right here, and here is my game. All right. So, oh, look at this. So this is the ChatGPT one. Already, I could see this is a much better crossword puzzle for what I was looking for. It has reveal letters. Oh, you could see if you need hints, you get rid of that, but and you could click on this. So let's go with one across. Let's see. It says a rock formed from cooled, so that's igneous. So you go I, G. Oh, look at this. You're gonna have to move this down a little. Neos. Right? That's pretty cool, right? And then let's see, you can clear, you can reveal the word. So like if I don't know a word, you could well, that's just a letter. So some of these buttons don't work. Oh, here we go. We can check it. Let's see. Check. Check. I don't know what that is. So there's buttons in here that I'm not sure about. But the game itself is pretty good. Right? You have your clues. You can type words. You pick a thing and you go T U TUSSLE, tussle, right? You can put any word you want in there. Um, so you could go ahead and spell that. So we have Geminis, right? And we have ChatGPT-5s. So once again, this is just without me doing anything at all, just throwing some sentences up at these, vibing, some code, and this is the game it produced. So you go ahead, get out there, and start crossword puzzling.